7-3's field. Why not get him moving up? Here they come. And they're off. It's Jolly Herb Ravona trying for the lead around the first turn. And Jolly Herb Ravona to the front by a length and a half with Lee Vance second. Bite in third. Another length back, Call for Rain fourth. Then Tudor American Playboy followed by Warm Gem. Luca Bay trails seventh. Down the back stretch, approach the quarter. It's Jolly Herb Ravona on the inside. Challenged by Bite. And here comes Bite to take over the lead. 28-2. And Bite has it by 2. Jolly Herb Ravona second by 2 lengths. Lee Vance third. Another 3, Call for Rain fourth. Then it's 3 to American Playboy with Warm Gem 4 back to Luca Bay. Well, they come by us the first time, and Jolly Herb Ravona up to reclaim the lead from Bite. Another 2 lengths to Lee Vance as Call for Rain swings to the outside fourth. That move followed by American Playboy fifth. Warm Gem in sixth. Luca Bay is the trailer. 57-3 for the half. Round the clubhouse turn the final time. Jolly Herb Ravona leads it by 2. Bite is second. Call for Rain the outside third. Then a length and a half. Lee Vance fourth. American Playboy fifth. Another 2 back. Warm Gem is sixth. Luca Bay the distant trailer. They go by a 3/4 in 126-3. Jolly Herb Ravona rolling now, leads it by 2, 2.5. Call for Rain is second. Bite in third. Lee Vance fourth. They turn for home. Jolly Herb Ravona leads in a length. Here comes Call for Rain. Jolly Herb Ravona with Call for Rain on the outside, getting up in 155 flat.
They're off and pacing between them. Cousineer for the lead. On the inside out fast is Falcon's Panic. On the inside now by a length, dropping over against the rail as they thunder into the turn is Cousineer. Falcon's Panache on the inside second. On the outside, Run the Table now ducks against the rail, finding cover third. Fourth on the inside is You Name 'Em. Racing 5 is Falcon's Wager. 6 on the inside is Booster Seat. Racing 7 against the rail. Call for Rain. At the back is Lift the Spirit. As that field slips past the quarter, 27-3. They're on the backstretch. And now tip to the outside as they race down the backside. And headed toward the front is Falcon's Panache. As they drive that way, Falcon's Panache noses in front. Now by half a length, now by a length. On the inside, drop back second. As they thunder toward the half-mile mark. Now third on the inside is Cousineer. And on the outside, Run the Table begins his bid. He's up second. Now he leads it. And Run the Table and Campbell have made the top before the half. Drop back on the inside. Falcon's Panache to be second. Third along the rail is Cousineer. Racing 4 is You Name 'Em. 5 past that mark is Falcon's Wager. On the outside, Racing 6, Call for Rain. 7 on the inside, Booster Seat. At the back is Lift the Spirit. The half was paced in 55-1. So the 3-year-olds not wasting any time as they head toward 3/4, rolling with Run the Table heading them that way. On the inside, Racing second. As they reach the 3/4 will be Falcon's Panache. On the outside, ranging up into contention as they're past that mark is Falcon's Wager. They're there in 124-2, top of the lane. Run the Table on the inside, Falcon's Wager ranging up on the outside. Falcon's Panache still second along the rail. Middle of the racetrack coming on also as they're in the final strides is Call for Rain on the inside, leading Run the Table outside. Here comes Call for Rain. A big upset is unfolding. Call for Rain and Galbraith win it big, 52 flat. Call for Rain in a major upset, 152 over Run the Table.
They're off. Golden Greek in between horses tries for the lead. Call for Rain along the inside second. Up on the far outside comes Jake Lobel third. And they move around the first turning. Golden Greek goes on with it now to take the lead. Jake Lobel on the outside is second and moving up. Call for Rain along the inside third. Simcoe Hanover comes away fourth. Savage Breeze is dropped in fifth. Then a gap of 3 lanes back to Automatically 6th. Team Hanover 7th. And 2 back to Q Light. They go to the quarter pole in the favor. Jate Lobel and Mark O'Mara take the lead past the quarter in 28-1. At the paddock turn the first time, and it is Jate Lobel with the lead by a length. Golden Greek second, Call for Rain third. Simcoe Hanover moves to the outside fourth, and there goes Team Hanover moving up to be fifth. Savage Breeze on the rail sixth. As they come by the stands the first time, it is Jate Lobel with the lead by a lane. Here comes Call for Rain and Simcoe Hanover, and those two are doing battle, and Call for Rain goes by Jate Lobel at the half in 58 seconds flat. And now the field moves around the clubhouse turn, and it is Call for Rain who now takes the lead for Clint Galbraith. Jate Lobel is back into second, followed by Simcoe Hanover third. And Team Hanover has moved up to be fourth in a gap of 3 lanes back to Savage Breeze fifth. Cute Light is sixth with Golden Greek, and automatically, and they head down the back stretch. And it is Call for Rain with the lead by a little more than a length. Jate Lobel in close pursuit of the leader. 3/4 in 1:26-4. And now they move around the final turn, and Call for Rain still shows the way by a length. At the rail, Jate Lobel will not let him get away. Here comes Simcoe Hanover moving up on the outside third. Team Hanover at the rail fourth. Top of the stretch, and it is Call for Rain with the lead by a length. Jate Lobel second, Team Hanover is third. It is Call for Rain pulling away from Jate Lobel, and it is Call for Rain winning the second division 155-3. Here they come for the 1987 Slutsky Memorial. Thereof, Jaguar Spur in between horses goes right to the lead. Set the Trap along the inside, and those two hit the first turn together. It is Jaguar Spur on the outside with a half a length in front. At the rail, it is Set the Trap second. Here comes Rumpus Hanover, ranging up on the outside third. Then a gap of 2 lengths back to Call for Rain fourth, followed by Jate Lobel fifth. Team Hanover getting away sixth with the trailers Crimson and Q Light. They go past the quarter in 28 seconds flat. At the paddock turn the first time, and there goes Rumpus Hanover on the outside, going up now to take the lead. Jaguar Spur is second, then comes Set the Trap racing third, and there goes Jaguar Spur, now pulling off the rail once again to challenge Rumpus Hanover for the lead. As they come by the stands the first time, Jaguar Spur on the outside now takes over. At the rail, Rumpus Hanover is second. Here comes Set the Trap, arranging up on the outside third, now second, and Set the Trap takes over 58 seconds flat for the half mile. Around the clubhouse turn the second time. At the rail, Jaguar Spur and Set the Trap on the outside, slugging it out on the front end. At the rail, Rumpus Hanover third. Here comes Call for Rain, getting underway on the outside fourth. At the rail, it is Crimson fifth. On the outside, it is Jate Lobel sixth with Team Hanover and Q Light. They go to the 3/4 pole, and Jaguar Spur comes back, and Call for Rain takes it to him. 3/4 in 1:26-4. And now they move around the final turn, and Call for Rain on the outside now takes the lead. Jaguar Spur fighting back at the rail. Jate Lobel is right there, and here comes Team Hanover, ranging up on the far outside fourth. Now they come to the top of the stretch. It is Call for Rain with the lead. Jate Lobel on the outside, Jaguar Spur and Team Hanover. It is Call for Rain digging in. Jate Lobel on the outside. Call for Rain is going to win the Slutsky 156-1.
They're off and pacing along the rail. Run the Table quickly sent out for the lead in between horses. Golden Greek going up. And right there getting away third, Redskin. On the inside, away fourth, Call for Rain. Jate Lobel looking for a spot at the rail. On the inside, Shannon Supreme keeps the gap closed. Jate Lobel getting away last early. And as they race around the first turn, it is Golden Greek leading the field. But Redskin not content to sit still, coming after him the outside. Run the Table well placed in third. They're by the quarter, 28 seconds flat. And as they come by the stands the first time, Billy O'Donnell now takes Redskin to the top, but Run the Table right after him, and Run the Table goes on with it for John Campbell. Golden Greek back to third, gap of 2, Call for Rain is unhurried early, followed by Shannon Supreme and Jate Lobel. And as they wheel around the clubhouse turn, on top, Run the Table by a length. Redskin right behind him, Golden Greek the rail, and there goes Call for Rain on the outside with Jake Lobel right behind him, the half, 56 3/5. And now they're on to the backstretch, and in command, run the table, Call for Rain coming in the outside, right there third. Redskin, Jake Lobel is parked with cover fourth. Golden Greek is fifth, and the trailer Shannon Supreme. And as they head for the final turn, they pick up the pace. It's Run the Table the rail, Call for Rain on the outside. Jake Lobel stalks those two. 3/4, 1:24 3/5. Third quarter, 28 seconds flat, but Run the Table now opens up two. Call for Rain, Jake Lobel on the outside. They hit the top of the lane, and Run the Table still strong. 2.5 in front. Call for Rain second. Jake Lobel on the outside. They're in mid-stretch, and now John Campbell gets all he can from Run the Table. Call for Rain a late bit on the outside. At the wire, Run the Table holds on in 1:53 flat, the fastest mile in the history of Pompano Park. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are beginning to move on to the track for tonight's co-featured 11th race, the $424,996 final of the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace. And here's the field. Number 1 is Rumpus Hanover. 3-year-old bay colt by Tyler B. out of Rommel, Hanover by Best of All. Owned by Rumpus Hanover Syndicate, trained by Lucien Fontaine and driven by Lucien Fontaine. Bred by Hanover Shoe Farms. Number 1, Rumpus Hanover. Number 1A is Golden Greek, owned by LPG Standard Bred Associates, trained by Don Miller, driven by Tommy Houghton. Bred by Killy Donald Farms. Number 1A is Golden Greek. And now moving down the stretch. In the field for the final, number 2, Run the Table. 3-year-old bay colt by Landslide out of Hustler's Best by Best of All. Owned by Delona Stables and William J. Peretti. Trained by Jim Campbell. Driven by John Campbell. Bred by Stewart and Taylor. Number 2 is Run the Table. Now number 3 in the field is Q-Light, owned by Harold Shipp, trained by Bill Popfinger, driven by Bill O'Donnell, bred by Castleton Farm. Q-Light, a bay colt by Strikeout out of Good and Bright by Good Time. Number 3, Q-Light. And now number 4 in the field is Call for Rain, a 3-year-old bay colt by Storm Damage out of Rainproof by Meadow Skipper, owned by Barbara and Clint Galbraith, trained and driven by Clint Galbraith, bred by Joyce McClelland. It is number 4, Call for Rain. Now entering the stretch, number 5, it is Set the Trap, a 3-year-old bay colt by Set the Style out of Man Trap by Racetime, owned by John C. Quaglietta and Frank J. Regal Buto, trained by Gary Martin, driven by Don O'Dwyer, bred by Bonnie Keek Farm. Number 5 is Set the Trap. Number 6 in the field, Jade Lobel, owned by Joe McCluskey and Kentuckiana Farms, trained and driven by Mark O'Mara, bred by Lana Lobel Farms. Jade Lobel, a bay colt by No Nukes, out of J.R. Amy by Blaze Pick. Number 6, Jade Lobel. And finally, rounding out the field for the final, number 7, Marville, owned by John Grant, trained and driven by William Buddy Gilmore, bred by Boardwalk Associates. Marvell, a bay colt by Sun Sam, out of Tiona, Hanover by Armbro Nesbitt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 of the sport's finest 3-year-old colt pacers now moving in behind the gate for the $424,996 final of the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old Colt Pace. From the rail out, Run the Table. Up is Hanover, Q-Light, Call for Rain, Set the Trap, Jate Lobel and Marvel. Golden Greek on the far outside. This field is in motion. There they go in the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old Colt Pace final, and taking command on the inside. That is Rumpus Hanover right there on the outside. Jate Lobel looks for a good early spot. Run the Table right there, close up now. Second, Jate Lobel has settled in third. Q-Light is away fourth. Call for Rain right there fifth. Set the Trap unhurried early, getting away sixth, followed by Marvel. Golden Greek, the early trailer in the field. And as they race around the first turn, Rumpus Hanover the rail. Now Run the Table coming right after them the opening quarter in 28 seconds flat. And as they come by the stands the first time, up on the outside, Run the Table now clears for John Campbell. Rumpus Hanover back to second. Jate Lobel well placed the rail third. And Q-Light is underway fourth. Call for Rain going with him fifth. Set the Trap is sixth, followed by Marvel. Golden Greek saving ground the rail, and as they race over to the half, Run the Table by a length. Rumpus Hanover second, Q-Line on the outside. Jate Lobel locked in the half, 57 1/5. And now they're on to the backstretch, and Run the Table showing the way by a length. Q-Line closing ground on the outside. Rumpus Hanover the rail. Call for Rain, surging up 3 wide. Also on the move, Set the Trap. Jate Lobel now shuffled back to sixth. Marvel is seventh. Golden Greek is still trailing the field into the final turn. Run the Table and Call for Rain. Those two matching stride for stride. 3 quarters in 1:25 flat. That third quarter, 27 4 around the final turn. Run the Table holding off Call for Rain. On the inside, Rumpus Hanover's had a good trip. And as they turn for home, it is Run the Table by 2. On the outside, Call for Rain coming back after them. Run the Table, Call for Rain on the outside. They're coming to the wire, and they are heads apart in 1:53 flat. Congratulating the winners of the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old Colt Pace final, Call for Rain and Clint Galbraith.